So, all right, they auto-engaged. I thought they were on ambush. They are not. That's okay. They got the hit, but it is not what I was expecting. This is Close Combat Last Stand Arnhem. You're watching episode 30 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. We're going to head back to Nijmegen Bridge with 1st Battalion, 508th Parachute Infantry. It's still 0900 on September 18th. All right, we have a new group. This one is going to be Red Bull Company. So, if you guys have names you would like me to add in, go ahead and drop some. Nobody has dropped a name or a theme even for a minute, so feel free to go ahead and pile onto that. But I am taking a stab at some Red Bull flavors. I don't know. It was on my mind. We do have infantry in 1st platoon, single section in 2nd, and then I am bringing one 81 millimeter mortar and one machine gun. We should be on defense, so I feel like that's a pretty good mix, and then we'll hopefully be able to get it done with this. Enemy also has a 1st platoon of infantry, looks like some Panzer Grenadier, a Panzer Jaeger, MG42, then one more section of Panzer Grenadier. They do have a mortar, they do have a flamethrower, so those kind of suck. I'm not sure what the spawn's going to look like, but as long as we keep the flamethrower at bay, that worries me less. I'm honestly more concerned about the mortar. I took your notes. You said pull back. You said don't defend so close. I heard all that. Hear me out, because I'm sure you're having a stroke right now. They have no cover anywhere. So I don't want to pull back. My thought here is everybody on defend, everybody open up, everybody just shred wherever they are from the start. I might regret this, but it seems like a solid idea. And then right here on the bridge, we're at 32 meters. This whole section is 32. Everything from here up is 32. Everything from here down is low ground. So like down into the 20s, right? So this is 20 down here by the water, and then 32 right up here on the road and to the north. Now, that means these guys here all have high ground if anybody spawns down here. I kind of like that. Like I said, my thoughts are everybody just opens up like crazy. Mortars are close-ish. They're not as close as I'd like, but there isn't a place for them either. I don't know. I could put them over here. So like this gets them to 100 meters, maybe 150 at like the extreme end. But I don't know. We got Peach Nectarine back here with our MG. Now they are 400 meters away, but they have the high ground and they have cover. It kind of seemed like, why not? They can't shoot down here. That's blocked, which is okay. Anything from here up, they're able to hit. And then anything down here, I've got all these other teams to engage. I'm not as worried. This is the only thing with Dragon Fruit I'm not certain on. So our mortar, they should dig in. We're on defense. They should dig in. So I could put them close. They'll probably be like right in the fray. Like they're, 40 meters away. They could be in the fray immediately, but it does get them close. Alternatively, back here, they have some cover. There's nobody going to hit them, except they also don't have line of sight, and it adds, I don't know, 100 meters or so to, 120 meters to their spot. I really don't know. To me, they have been accurate when they're close, but if they're right there, is that too close? Everybody tells me, like, just put the mortars on the front line. So, like, I want to do this, but I already feel like this is going to get me yelled at, and I don't know what's going to happen here. So maybe I just pull the trigger, put the mortars in the front, we just see what happens, and we'll go from there. So wish me luck. Here we go. Kick it off. Oh, yeah. There they are. Open up, and hit that. Hit that. Dragon Fruit's already having a bad day. We got a kill up here. I mean, I could just let these guys engage their best targets. trying to figure out who's shooting at what so I can get some heads down. Whoever's shooting, we want done. These guys dead? Yeah. Whoever's shooting, we want to suppress. Whoever's not shooting, we kind of don't care about. This MG team is a little bit of a threat, so I might try and prioritize the MG. Nobody can really see it anywhere else now, though. I don't know if Watermelon can't hit that Panzer Grenadier. Dragon Fruit is fully suppressed. They are not using their mortars at all. That's not ideal. We get some smoke out in front of them. I don't know if we can get smoke like that. That's too far. Yeah, might be bad for Dragon Fruit. MG is engaging. We got a hit. They're actually the only ones that can really see this Panzer Grenadier in the rear. I have low expectations on this smoke. Dragon Fruit does have this one unconscious incapacitation, so we've lost a man and we've shot nothing. So, not ideal. Finally, first shell out. Yes, that was a very good effect on target. That's a very good one. So that is working well. To be honest, I'm surprised that their morale is as good as it is. What are we not seeing? I guess, like, that's the next question, right? Like, what is still out there that I haven't identified? Because it seems like their morale should be in the tank right now. Alright, we did take an unnecessary casualty. If I'd had Dragon Fruit here, they would be alive. Whether they'd hit these targets or not, that's a different story, but they would be alive. Ooh, we're drawing mortar fire. But so my question would become... never mind. My question would have become, if we don't take that casualty and the mortars are falling, we still win it, right? So, like, was it worth it to put the mortars up front? Probably not. We have 100% morale to their 31, and the battle ended because the Axis morale broke. Axis battle group retreated in disarray. We killed 7, we wounded 22. Yeah, that's why we did that. They actually killed 1, and they wounded 4. So I'm not sure where else we took casualties. I didn't really look around. I just know that we hit 1 in the mortar, but it's a pretty good one. Up first, Blueberry has no kills. Coconut Berry. Okay, so there's another one of our casualties right there. And then the team as a whole has 11 kills. Karuba Elderflower, they've got 2 kills. That's another one of our casualties. And then Fuji Apple and Ginger, no kills. Watermelon has 3 kills. Juneberry has 5 kills. Tropical Fruits has another one. This is our actual KIA. They have 3 kills. Dragon Fruit, we saw that. Incapacitations, they have 3 kills. And then Peach Nectarine has 2 kills. Our opponent, first platoon leader, did technically not die all the way, but they're having a bad time. They're going to disband. No kills. Panzer Grenadier wiped out. Another Panzer Grenadier wiped out, 1 kill. Panzer Jaeger not wiped out, no kills. MG42 wiped out, 1 kill. Panzer Grenadier wiped out, no kills. And then support leader, no damage whatsoever, did get a kill. Mortar did get a kill, and 50-50 on the casualties. Flamethrower, we did pop them. I don't even know where they were, but they're dead. So, awesome performance there. Be sure to tune in next week. No, I'm just kidding. We definitely need another video. Now, just to put it out there, I've been super sick this weekend. I'm not sure if you can hear it in my voice right now. It's wild. I actually haven't felt super sick, but I have been very congested and I've been coughing nonstop. So I haven't been able to play because I haven't been able to speak. But I think we need to try and get one more. We're going to go up to the Arnhem Road Bridge. And up here we have 2nd Battalion, 1st Parachute Brigade. Now, if you recall, Arnhem Road Bridge was not successful. We had a terrible fight there in the last time, and they had vehicles that I had no way to stop. It's still 0900. It's the 18th of September, and I believe we have 2 fights. We have the one at Arnhem Road Bridge and the one in North Arnhem. Now, yeah, that's what it looks like. So if this could go off pretty quick, I wouldn't mind just getting all these done and knocking out the 900 phase in this video. Operations Company is back. We only had 2 sections survive. So we had Torch and Cobra. Now, I had some struggles. It wasn't good. This is probably where I'll take your advice and maybe defend a little further back. Um, we're going heavy Bren in first platoon. We got one rifle section in there, but that's okay. We need gun power, and we need to not maneuver. We need to just stay put. In second platoon, I'm going to keep Cobra as a Piet just because I probably need something a little bit mobile. I don't know how the Piet's going to do against the armor that they bring, but or vehicles. What did they have? Half tracks last time? I don't remember. I think they did. Either way, whatever vehicles they bring, we want to be able to reposition, right? And then in support, I'm going to go ahead and bring some infantry. We'll have our platoon leader because we just need some gunpowder. Market Garden, I'm going to bring another Bren because we need more infantry. And then Varsity, I'm actually subbing out. Instead of doing 2 Piets like I did last time, I'm going to bring the 6-pounder. I don't know if it's going to help, but I'm going to try it. We had no answer for their vehicles that just like drove through town with impunity. So we'll see if Varsity plays out okay. I really don't know if this is better or worse, but considering I was being overrun, this might help. As for the enemy, they have one Jagdpanzer, and that's it. No other vehicles. Did they not have more vehicles last time? I don't know if I'm remembering wrong. Interesting. So, Ersatz, Panzerjäger, 2 MG42s, and 1 Jagdpanzer. So, that makes me feel a little better. I do trust the 6-pounder to deal with that. I don't know if that's wrong, but I do. I guess I still bring the Piet just to be safe, because what if it's somewhere that I can't use the 6-pounder? And then, yes, the infantry is probably also good because we can just keep them locked down. So I like this a little better, but I'm not certain that it's enough. It really just depends on if we drop the vehicle. If we drop the vehicle, I feel like it's a win. If we can't hit the vehicle, I think it's a struggle. Let's start on the far west. I have Varsity out in the middle of the road, but they are back as far as they can get. Now, my thought here is maybe they don't get spotted, maybe they do. But I picked a spot where they can see to the northeast up to the bridge access, and that way if the vehicle comes across, I have some line of sight there. And then I'm not overly concerned about it being to the south, but if it moves into our line of fire due east, I've got all the way through to the edge of the map, basically. So if it's anywhere on the other side of the bridge, it just can't cross my road. If it is to the south or if it comes that way, I've gone ahead and put Cobra down there. We'll see what happens. It might just be on the bridge and it might take our middle flag and it may never show its face anywhere I can engage it. But that's the best I can come up with. I am taking kind of a mixture of user suggestions here. So I have pulled my infantry back a little bit from the front line. Not super far. Maybe this isn't far enough. Tell me if I should still be further. But I've also pulled them to the rear of the building. And they're all currently on hide. I don't want them shooting out of the buildings if they don't have to. And I want the enemy to either A, show itself, or B, enter into my building and get slaughtered by the teams that are hiding in the corner. We're playing Camper City right now. This is the best I got. I got my clock cleaned here last time, so I'm trying something totally different. We'll see what happens. All right. Kind of wasn't expecting that. Now my tendency is to move. I just said we're gonna camp it. My instinct is, ooh, there's no one here. Let's start moving. But when I do, we will find them. This is where I want a legit comment. Do I move or do I not? Like, I kind of want to take Market Garden and crawl my butt up here and see what's going on. I kind of wouldn't mind moving Neptune up, but this building I got slaughtered in last time. So if I crawl, maybe I can get in there, but like, I don't know. Like, I guess I can't really see out, so maybe their view really is blocked, but like I feel like they can see a little bit. Um, here, I don't know. Like, are we just not spotting them because they're to the south and they're all down here and we just don't see them? Are they all over here and we don't see them? So like, I move Avalanche or something. Let's say we might get spotted. I would like, I don't know, maybe Overlord tries it. They're a little bit further inland, like they won't be spotted as easily. I'd like to find out if these buildings that they could spawn in are clear and also take back a flag. We'll see how that goes. So, like I said, I did want to camp, but not knowing where they are really gives me anxiety. Um, Maybe this is the wrong call. So, like, drop a comment and I'll know what you mean. And you tell me, like, no, don't do that. Like, I will go back to camping. I'm not really in defense mode. I'm not really in attack mode either, I guess. Like, I don't have to have this bridge this second. Contact north. Vehicle spotted. Varsity. No line of sight. Redeployed. Okay, well, we at least know where that is. Can they see here? No. But yeah, I want to know if I really need to camp. I want to know if this is the right call. Like, plan on camping, but then if they don't attack, maybe move up a little bit. I am keeping everybody else back. We're kind of just scouting with one element to see what we find. Okay. Seems like nobody would have line of sight. Apparently there we go. That's who sees it. That's how we're identifying it, but nobody can engage it. This is definitely going to affect my ability to take the flag on the bridge. It's going to affect my ability to maneuver to the east. I obviously could get off the bridge, use the buildings as cover, and move along through here. Contact here, east. Move completed. We're gonna try this. 90 meters. So yes, I could move along here out of the vehicle's field of view. Tank moving up. Not sure if it's just this one still. Overlord spotted. Probably these same guys. All right. We doing okay over here? Whatever happens, Epsom, don't shoot. Like, dear God, don't shoot. Contact's getting close. We are engaging. That's a little bit of a problem just because Jagdpanzer is close. It's probably going to start shooting at us. Varsity's engaging as well. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. I think this guy was in their line of sight. I'm not convinced that the tank can hit these guys. He was against the wall. We're in the middle of the building. And that did thwart the ersatz advance. Now, will the Jagdpanzer move? Will Varsity get another kill? We'll have to wait and see. I do want to keep moving over. I don't know. Oh, they are retreating. I don't know that I could make it all the way across. I feel like he's at 14 meters. This is 20. I feel like I should be able to. But I also got shredded here last time, so I didn't love that either. I did not pay attention either to where these guys went. It says they're right here, I guess. No, they were here. But I saw somebody run this way, so they might be split. Maybe one guy surrendered. I don't know what's going on. Yes, move south. You guys do nothing. Let's watch east. Contact east.
Redeployed.
All right, so MG42 is moving. We are engaging. I don't know what we engaged, but we did it. This is my big threat right here. Oh, yes! Okay, it is a different fight. We are ready. Neptune, move to the front. All right, they see us. They're engaging. What is it? Panzerjäger. Let's mess with that. Let's move up. Cobra's a Piet. We're going to leave them in the rear. Torch, let's move to the 2-story. Get them a little closer just to support. Husky, honestly, I think we're going to have to do the same because the 4-story is the only place we can actually like get over here from unless we take the low ground. We can't do anything about this MG42. They might be too much of a threat to just try and ego challenge. Like I might have to actually pull Overlord out of there. To be honest, I don't... How high are we? 26 meters? 20 meters? 8 meters? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if they could see the 26-meter building with the big, fat, wide bridge in the way. So, right. Market Garden maybe can make this move. We got movement here. I will go ahead and tell Epsom to defend. Neptune, move up. And then, yeah, there's no way MG42 sees across here to Market Garden's advance, so we're okay there. We got contact east in this 3-story somewhere. Well, that kind of sucks. Let me rephrase that. That really sucks. I was making some progress. I'm kind of pissed. Like, they were like, no, we're done. I was not able to do anything, so to speak. We have the full bridge, so that's a win. But I wasn't able to actually do anything before they gave in. And I would have totally just wrapped around the back and had the whole north side of the map. I don't know what they're going to come back with as far as vehicles, but I love the way that 6-pounder worked. That was the primo spot. Very happy with that. We are at 93% morale to their 31. I don't know. We should be at 93. Wonder if that's like a ammo kind of situation. We killed 2, wounded 2, destroyed 1 tank. That's our first tank kill, right? We haven't killed a tank. Have we? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was our first tank. No, we killed tanks. Never mind. We killed tanks. Don't listen to me. It's been a minute. They killed 1. They wounded 2. I don't feel like this is 7% of our morale. I feel like it's more we weren't happy to begin with when we went into the fight. Torch did nothing. Husky did nothing. Avalanche, nothing. Everybody's morale's going down too. Overlord took 2 casualties and dished out 2 kills. Neptune, 1 casualty, 1 kill. Cobra, no kills. Epsom, no kills. Market Garden, no kills. And then Varsity coming away with the tank kill and 1 infantry kill. So, AT gun saving the day. Enemy first platoon leader, no kills. Ersatz, no kills. Ersatz, 2 casualties, no kills. Panzerjäger wiped out, no kills. MG42, no kills. Panzerjäger, 1 kill, and the driver's wounded but not incapacitated, so he's not the kill. One of those Ersatz guys probably actually got hit by our AT gun is my guess. That's where our infantry kill came from. And that's okay. And then MG42 again. This one has 2 kills. They're unharmed. So really all we did was we played with the 1 Ersatz that approached us, and we tickled the Jagdpanzer as it drove across the street. All right. This video is going to get a little bit longer. Let's see if we can get one more in. So we are going to head to North Arnhem. Trying to think if I've actually fought here. I don't feel like I have. I feel like we took this, and this is going to be our first fight. But last fight of the 0900 phase on September 18th, and we have 1st Air Landing Brigade, 1st Airborne Division. So, new fight. We want to keep Arnhem locked down. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to welcome in a new battle group. This is going to be Crayola Company. So, I've got some weird Crayola colors. I'm out of ideas over here, guys. drop some comments down below. We are going crayons. Um, First platoon, all infantry. Second platoon, all infantry. Let's talk about a couple things, right? Glider pilot groups. Sounds like glider pilots. Doesn't sound amazing. When I checked these guys out, they got one Sten and a few rifles. Now, there are 6 guys in each section, so that's kind of good. When I had air landing rifle, they have 4 guys. Air landing Bren have 3 guys. So the question becomes, are 6 guys with Enfields decent? Because down here, we still have Enfields, but we only have 3 of them. And we have 1 Sten. So to me, the glider pilot is better than the air landing rifle group. But their training maybe isn't. Their quality maybe isn't. I really don't know the difference. So I'm leaving them in, but drop a comment down below and tell me if I'm insane for having these. Beyond that, air landing RE rifle and Bren. Royal Engineers, that's my guess. I don't know. But these guys had 6. So again, I was kind of like, let's go for numbers. They were also limited in quantity. So that's where I'm kind of pulling that from. But let me know there too. Support. 2 machine guns, 2 mortars. I feel like that's pretty solid. This is like the defense platoon. I love it. Then we head over here. No. Okay. Rethinking things right now. Hang on. We're on defense. I'm torn. Do I ditch like 1 machine gun, 1 mortar? Or do I ditch both mortars? And I don't think Piet. I kind of feel like 6-pounder. But then it also, like, do I keep the mortars? Do I keep the machine guns? Do I ditch, like, the glider pilot groups? I could move the machine guns or something over here, put 6-pounders. Because I don't think I could put 6-pounders in the infantry. All right, we're going to ditch the mortars. We're going to go with a 6-pounder. And this is going to be Fuzzy Wuzzy, because why wouldn't it be? That makes total sense for the war that we're in. And then I had Piggy Pink. And we're styling again. Back to them. Ersatz, Grenadier, all the vehicles. Ooh, I don't like this. They got a mortar. They got an Ersatz. Now I've already got regrets. Maybe I don't do the AT guns. This is like the group that wiped me. Hold on. Actually, I think this is the group that wiped me. Look, they're all red. We killed like 2 units. Is this the battle group? Did they like switch places from Arnhem Bridge? Now I'm not sure. If we could drop any vehicles, I feel like this is a totally winnable fight. This could be a problem for my AT guns. But I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's going to be hairball. Let's give it a shot. On the far west, we have Fuzzy Wuzzy with one of our AT guns. They can see deep into enemy territory. I do have them on ambush. I suspect they'll be able to see enemy vehicles right from the start, but I kind of want to be able to survey the battlefield before they just go plinking rounds. Then, to the north, I've got Piggy Pink. Now, they don't see nearly as well, but in the event that anybody tries to bring a vehicle to the north and they're out of Fuzzy Wuzzy's line of sight, this kind of locks that down a little bit. In the northeast, all a 2nd platoon. I do have Beaver supporting 2nd platoon. It's not the best spot, but it really is like the only thing that kind of sees down that road. So MG has some line of sight. All the rest of the infantry is pulled back, and we'll have to fight from afar. On the far west side, all the 1st platoon. Same kind of thing. They're sort of pulled back. Enemy would have to come up, but it's kind of all I got. You'll notice Unmellow Yellow is at the rear of the building. I was having some struggles with them. I couldn't get them where I wanted them, so they're technically facing west. When we kick this off, I do have to go in and remember to tell Unmellow Yellow to face to the east, but they're in the rear of the building. Then, as you go to the north of the park, I got Marvelous covering for Mango Tango, and Mango Tango kind of sees just the central part of the map, and maybe can provide some supporting fire for Piggy Pink if they go after our AT gun. I was able to get both AT guns in multi-story buildings indoors. I'm hoping that that sort of negates their mortar advantage. Might not, but I'm excited to see what happens. Yeah, let's kick this off and see how it goes. All right, we got vehicles. So, all right, they auto-engaged. I thought they were on ambush. They are not. That's okay. They got the hit, but it is not what I was expecting. Infantry moving. Please hit this. Please hit this. They did not. It's returning fire. It's returning fire. We're having a bad day. Hit it. All right, Mellow Yellow is about to be tested. Screaming Green can't support yet. What's the story here, Fuzzy Wuzzy? We gonna drop this guy or what? Oh yeah, we're in it. All right, Atomic Tangerine's got to move up, and Fuzzy Wuzzy is dead. So Fuzzy Wuzzy got one hit. That's it. It's not ideal. What's back here? There's something back here on the map. Mortars are engaging on Mellow Yellow. I'm guessing they've been identified. That's probably why the mortars are dropping on us. They are doing dumb stuff. I don't know what they're doing. They're not in the building. Yep, there's the mortars. Mortars online. We know they're back here, right? Like, we're just gonna send it. Screaming Green can't do anything. Neon Carrot can't see anything, so we're just kind of waiting it out for a minute. I was worried that they might use this, and I liked this 4-story position, but I'm starting to think that's not going to be useful. To be honest, we're going to pull back now because this can see us, apparently. I don't know. Maybe up here. Try and move. Piggy Pink doesn't see. And Mango Tango doesn't quite see. Marvelous could see through there. I don't know if we open up with like rifle fire. Machine gun maybe, but I really would rather Piggy Pink get a good shot on him. Atomic Tangerine, get low. What do we got going on over here? Beaver sees nothing. We're going to... Ooh, Beaver does see that. Destroyed. Okay, okay. Wonderful. Piggy Pink worked. I want to find out if I can put Beaver on defend, but I don't really want to give away their position. It says they're aiming. Yeah, they're firing. Nope, stop that. What are we shooting at? Infantry? Maybe? All right, Grenadier moving in. Atomic Tangerine can go active again because this vehicle's destroyed. And Unmellow Yellow took some casualties. We're going to move them right here. Electric Lime, I'm not sure why they stopped. I don't know what shot at them, but they did not make the move. I don't know if these guys down here maybe shot. We got infantry pulling to the east. We don't see anything there. What else? What else? Just let Piggy Pink do their thing. They got 3 rounds of HE left. I'm not sure if they're engaging infantry here. I don't know. Send it. If we got HE rounds already loaded up, put some rounds in there. We got a command element coming in. Are we hitting our own guys? Let's not do that. Screaming Green. Hit the leader. Hit the leader. Yeah, you're taking fire. You can shoot back. What is going on right now? What just happened to Electric Lime? How? Where are they being shot from? Where are they being shot from? I am so confused. I don't see a crater unless this is it. Did they get hit by a mortar? Electric Lime got wrecked. I have no clue what shot them. So just get them to the front. And then we are out of HE. So we're on armor piercing rounds. We're going to go to defend. Not sure what we're shooting at or what's shooting at us. It's from afar. Somewhere in here. Right here in this corner. I disagree. We can't see it. It sees us. They're broken. Mango Tango. Ooh, if Mango Tango opens up on these guys, the vehicle might open up on them. I don't know. We still haven't killed this guy. Move in. We're shooting this guy from 3 directions. He should be dead. And I don't want to use all my cannon rounds. We still have 33, but I don't want these guys to just keep shooting at me. I don't trust the AP rounds to actually get good infantry hits, but I need them to not just shoot at me. Okay, we got infantry moving back. What's the story here for Mango Tango? Still in line of sight. All right, we got a second element in here. Let's go ahead and move up with Screaming Green. And I think we'll come down here. Unmellow Yellow there. Neon Carrot can't hit this yet. We'll just go to defend there. Piggy Pink still 1 dead, 1 broken. I'm not loving it, but we are down to 28 rounds. Maybe just put them on defend. I haven't done anything over here in the east with 2nd Platoon. So the real question is, do I try and advance on these guys? But we only know where 1 of the vehicles are, right? So we destroyed, that's 2. This is the 3rd. There is a 4th that I don't see. And could be back here. Second we give away our position, it's going to kind of suck. So Inchworm needs to go to the west to avoid being shot at. Mac and Cheese maybe down here, and I think maybe we do the same with Tickle Me Pink. We go down there as well. Atomic Tangerine is having a bad day. Screaming Green, I don't know why you're not in the fight, but get in there. AT gun is engaging. Grenades going out. And I think we're going to secure that AT gun for a moment. I don't know if they're going to auto-engage. We're going to have to actually tell them to hide. I don't want our infantry getting hit. Atomic Tangerine, get up in there. Electric Lime is here. Never mind. Okay, hold on. Battle debrief. It was a total victory. That's what I wanted to know. Axis were unable to retreat and forced to disband. That's what we need. We are at 83% morale to their 32. We lost an AT gun. Kind of luck of the draw there. He missed a few shots that he shouldn't have missed. Back on the campaign debrief, it looks a little hairy. We are sitting at 75% cohesion to their 81. They are doing substantially better than us. We have 9 days remaining, but I am progressing better than my historical counterparts. So kudos there. We did kill 7. We wounded 1. We destroyed 2 vehicles. They killed 3, wounded 10. Actually not really a bad trade for 2 vehicles, but hate to see 10 casualties there. And honestly, a lot of them were in 1 AT gun, so I should take that kind of with a grain of salt. In the soldiers. So Atomic Tangerine did nothing. Neon Carrot, nothing. Unmellow Yellow, almost wiped out. I don't know. Electric Lime, same thing. I don't know where they got hit from when they left that building. Then we got Screaming Green, 1 casualty, 2 kills. Moving to 2nd Platoon, nobody should be active here. Razzle Dazzle, nothing. Jazzberry Jam, nothing. Macaroni and Cheese, nothing. Inchworm, nothing. Tickle Me Pink, nothing. And then in support, Marvelous, they stayed hidden and never were needed in the middle. Mango Tango, same thing, inactive. Beaver, we didn't do anything. Fuzzy Wuzzy got wrecked, but they did get a vehicle kill. And then Piggy Pink was the most active. They did take a casualty, but they got the vehicle kill and 4 infantry kills. And that's what we need to get out of an AT gun, and we needed to survive to call it a win. Enemies. Their borrowed ersatz survived, no kills. Grenadier, 2 kills. And then Armored Car, nothing. Armored Car, nothing. This one's destroyed, no kills. Half Track destroyed, 5 kills. Then they've got their platoon leader in support. They have no kills there. 8cm mortar with 4 kills. That was pretty active. I'm wondering if these guys did get the hit when Electric Lime came out of the building. Then we've got airsots, 50% casualties, single kill. So that will round out the 0900 phase. It went pretty well. I did make some progress there. I feel pretty good about the fights that I've had. I don't feel like any of them were disastrous. I want to hear what you guys think. I tried to get a few videos in here, make sure that this was worthy of the break, and we'll move on to the next movement phase. So before I do that, please drop some comments in this video so that by the time I come back to get playing for the next content, I've already got some ideas on how to do the movement. And we're just going to keep chugging away. It's kind of hit and miss right now, but with this, I definitely feel a little bit more optimistic. If you enjoyed the fight, go ahead and like the video. Click the subscribe button to support the channel, and you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.